Okay, so in this section, we're back here on the good old US of A. If you've watched our previous two episodes already, you'll know this segment quite well, where we just pick out a couple of stories that we've noticed from across the Atlantic, don't we?
Yeah.
So our American friends, and we mean no harm, by the way. We always say this bit because it can come across that we're sort of picking on America, but we are a bit, but we're not.
We are a bit, but like we said in episodes 1 and 2, it's the land is so vast and your media is so free that we get some bloody juicy gems out of here.
Oh, so you're an endless source of entertainment.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We could do a US special, couldn't we? With weeks of material.
Yeah, from two lads from north of England. It's like a bloody cornucopia of news, isn't it?
What a great word that is.
I'm on fire today, mate.
Brilliant word. Yeah, absolutely brilliant word. So yeah, so in Across the Pond, what have we got this week, by the way?
Well, we'll start off with something a little bit dark, right? So I'll skip over it as best I can, the dark bit. It just baffles me. We've just touched on it then with veganism. Just world's going daft, mate. You just go, oh god, it does me nothing.
It is.
Now, there's a chap across the pond, and very tragically, 11 years ago, he lost his son. His son died. He's only a baby. And the reason he died was he was supposed to drop him off at nursery or daycare, whatever they call it over there. He'd stopped for something, like stopped at shop on way to work for a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Got back in his car, got back to work, jumped out his car. He'd done almost a full day's work. One of his colleagues come up to him at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon saying, mate, why is there a doll in your car? And he said, what are you on about, a doll in your car? Now, in the interview, he said, my heart sank and realised what I'd done.
Yeah.
So he ran downstairs, and it was in Washington, DC, I think that's what this was. And it was summer. You know what their summers are like?
Yeah.
Our summers in the UK, if you're watching from across the pond, the shit. They're written miss, aren't they? You get about 4 days worth of decent-ish weather, and that's it.
Yeah, they are the shit.
But it was red hot, and unfortunately, the young lad had died in the car. So this lad, this chap, had been campaigning. It's tragedy. It's an absolute tragedy. But I'm not going to beat around the bush, because I don't do that.
No.
It was his fault.
Yeah, damn right.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right, it was his fault. He did it for involuntary manslaughter and he got off with it. Right?
Yeah,
now he's campaigned to the manufacturers of automobiles in the US for rear seats warning devices that tells you that you forgot your kid. If you need one of them, you should not be reproducing.
No, you're right. No, I agree.
Now, having said that, there is one in my car. My car is a Skoda. It has got one in that. But he's campaigned for it now, and all US manufacturers of automobiles from 2025 must have this rear seat warning in. But until then, they've released some tips, right, how to not forget your own kid in your own car. They advise you to either put your mobile in the child seat or take one of your shoes off and put it in the child seat. So when you get out your car, you realise you've got one shoe on, and you go and look for it, and you realise your kid's in the car.
Give me strength.
Do you know how many kids have died in America from being left in cars from 1998 to 2018?
Go on.
800.
Oh my god.
800.
You know what it says to me? That those sorts of things. It says to me that what they're actually saying is you're more likely to remember your mobile phone than your own kid.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good point. I hadn't even thought
Work
of that.
out.
Yeah.
So you have to put something that you would remember more readily where your child is. Work that out. Oh my God, are you really that dumb that you have to you do something as ridiculous as that? It's crazy.
Well, it's across the world, don't it? Everybody wants everything spelling out for them.
Yeah.
Because if you need that kind of advice to keep your own child alive, you should be neutered, shouldn't you?
Yeah.
Should apply for having a kid, and you give them that. Do you think that bit of advice about taking your shoe off's good? Well, yeah, it's pretty handy that. Should get the balls out, 2 bricks, bang.
Oof. Yeah,
Done.
no, I agree with that. I agree. Should never be allowed to have children. But speaking of neutering, there was a story that jumped out for me, a New York Times story.
We're doing a lot of genitals today, sorry.
Yeah, a lot of genitalia. Yeah, there is a lot. But we're quite open-minded here. But no, there was a story that came from the New York Times, which I really liked. Was a story of. I mean, we've all like it's a bit of a somber note to start with, but you'll get where I'm going with it. Guy lost his pet cat called Garlic, and little Garlic had passed away. Very sad, obviously, if you lose a pet. And he was mortified. Now, it just so happens this guy happens to have the means to do this. Not everybody can. Very few can, to be honest. But what he decided to do is have his cat cloned. Now, it's a bit of a funny one, this one, because you're on about this life-death thing, and you know, part of life is death, unfortunately. And when the time does come, it's all about processing it, isn't it? Moving on and accepting it, remembering whether it would be a pet or a relative or a loved one for who they were. But anyway, this guy's decided to sort of jump on the bandwagon of ever-evolving science and have his cat cloned. So on the face of it, you think, well, sort of understand it in some ways. You can't let go of it, blah, blah, blah. Right, so the guy paid $35,000.
Ow.
Yeah, $35,000 to have his cat cloned. So the company in question did obviously all the necessary science and did all the sort of replication of his cat. And as the cat developed, they found a bear man. I'll just say that again. $35,000 later, he got his cat Garlic the Second, and he found out very quickly Garlic the Second looked nothing like Garlic the First.
35 grand.
35 grand. So not only has he lost his cat, he's paid $35,000 for a replica of little Garlic, and he got a cat that looks nothing like his Garlic the First. So yeah. So I think the moral of that story is you got to let them go. That's it. It's just you cannot cling on to that. But yeah, bizarre story. It makes you wonder what they actually did. Whether they just thought, bollocks to
got
it.
pet shop and got another one.
Yeah, they probably just snapped a tabby off the street and thought, well, give him that one. Yeah, give him that one. And they all went out for margaritas on his 35 grand.
I bet Trump spent more than 35 grand on pussy.
Oh, oof. Yeah, he will have done. Oh yeah, easy. Yeah, well, he spent more than that shutting Stormy Daniels up. But that's a whole other story. But we'll get to it. Maybe not today. But I can only take so much you're talking about him, and then he becomes they get carried away, don't we?
Yeah, let's not listen there. We'll save him for a special.
Yeah, we'll do. We probably will do a full special on that. But yeah. So the moral of the story is cloning animals.
Animals, no. I don't know. Animals, no. Humans?
Maybe.
Who would you clone?
Well, speaking of clones, one thing, the other thing that cropped up to me, even a little side note, is Jennifer Aniston.
Twing?
Yeah. Yeah. Although I never liked Friends, I'll be honest with you. I find it very, very...
Now, I've kept this away from him, but if my kids are watching this, he didn't mean it.
No, I
Girls,
did. I have to say,
don't come at him with steak knives the next time he comes round to our house.
I did. I don't find it funny whatsoever. I really...
Some of it's cringeworthy, but 99% is.
Yeah. So I am what I am. I can't change that, unfortunately. So apologies if you're Friends fanatics out there. But yeah, she's turned 50 this week, and she's done some photo shoot, magazine photo shoot. And she looks fantastic for her age. I mean, 50 years old, she looks absolutely fantastic. But unfortunately, again, symptomatic of the world we live in, she's come under heavy criticism from the Instagram brigade. I know, tell me about it. Because she's posed on the front of, I think it was In Style magazine, and she's come in for a lot of criticism because the Twitterati have said that she looks too fake, too airbrushed, and stuff like that. So, I mean, for me, it's like live and let live. You know what I mean? I mean, she looks brilliant on there. So every credit, Jennifer, you look fantastic for your age. All right, if there's touch-ups going on, so what? You know, we touched this video up. I mean, we look nothing like this.
No, I have to make myself look ugly because I'm like...
No, yeah, we'd break the internet if this was our true persona.
Reverse airbrushing we've got.
Yeah, yeah.
Earthix.
Yeah, Earthix. Yeah, that's very good. Earthix, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So, but yeah, I mean, just leave her alone, for God's sake. It's just bloody, I mean, it's jealousy, isn't it? At the end of the day? It's ultimate jealousy.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, every credit, I mean, there's lots of women going on social media, which is fine, in terms of posing in untouched up, sort of...
Yeah, natural's
Natural,
fine, yeah. And everybody can have work done if they want, it's their own life, but, you know what I mean? But apparently, our old UK's not answer to Jennifer Aniston, Katie Price,
Oh, God.
Jordan, apparently her mates are dead worried that she's become addicted to plastic surgery.
Have you?
Yeah. Yeah. No,
You're joking?
no, I think that she's one of them, she's definitely one of them cases of less is more.
Yeah, yeah.
Because she was actually, when she first started out, and you know, she still was really pretty, but I think she's gone a bit, well, I don't know, maybe.
No, I don't know. I don't know. But,
Tell you what, have a look at this.
you see, to me, that was, I mean, that's nature in motion.
Darwinism.
Yeah.
Natural selection.
Genes. Yeah, genes. I mean, you know, if you want a picture of purity and just natural radiance, then I don't know what you're all on about, do you?
Well, no. Well, apparently she's wanted to audition for the new Disney live-action Little Mermaid for Ariel.
Yeah.
And they said, piss off, there's too much plastic in the ocean. Well, it doesn't get any better.
That's brilliant.
But yeah, Jennifer Aniston, yeah.
Oh yeah, Jennifer,
very,
brilliant. What's she called? Katie Price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
Jennifer, yeah.
Leave it alone. Yeah, leave it alone.
Right, all that talk of Jennifer Aniston's made me a bit, what's under the, what do you call it?
It is warm.
Yeah.